Know what it is? Your boy Big Boosie, man. Just coming in from outside. One of them days, man. Y'all know we gotta get to it at all times. At all times, man. It's getting crazy out there. Every day we wake up, man, it's something new when it comes to our culture. Something new when it comes to our culture. And it's sad. It's very sad, man. It's very sad. But one thing I can tell y'all, man, pay attention. And why we need to pay attention and not think that this is a game. Because everybody that's out there watching me, yeah, the streets is YouTube on fire, Sticky fingers. Y'all gotta pay attention because everybody out there have somebody that's growing up in their family that's either gonna be a rapper, a big singer, or a big actor. And this mainly going for us black people, because Hugh Hefner was the best that ever did it and got away with it, if y'all know that line. And they're trying to bring down all our black rich brothers. And they're using the media to do it, man. They're using the media to do it. And we fall victim for it. The media is very powerful. It's called train the brain. When you hear records every day on the radio, or whatever platform you listen to now, before it was just mostly radio, it was how people got hit records because you hear it all the time. I'm sure it's a lot of y'all out there that hear records and you be like, oh, that's all right, I don't really like it like that. But you keep hearing it all the time and hearing it all the time. Then you start telling yourself, damn, I like that record. It's all right, what I was talking about before. All of a sudden you like that record. Or you hear those commercials, those old commercials that you hear all the time. You could be laying in your bed, sleep. You could just be laying in the bed, sleep, or not even sleep, excuse me. You could just be laying in your bed with your eyes closed, just chilling. You might just woke up, but you still got your eyes closed, trying to get it together to get up. You might got your TV on. You might be laying on the couch, just chilling with your eyes closed. Or you might be up watching the TV commercial come on. When you hear just the commercial without even looking at it, you know it by heart. And you wonder how you know this commercial by heart from a specific company that runs the commercial all the time. It's called Train the Brain. So I'm going to get to the point. The point of what I'm making is our black brothers is under siege. You is under siege. Whoever think that they're going to be rich and don't do what these people that own media or will pay for stuff in the media, or if you have a big name, you ain't even got to pay for media. You just say somebody's name that's real big and put a lawsuit out there. The blog's going to eat it up. Now, once the blogs get it, all it's going to do is boom, 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 pound, pound, pound. And everybody is every day. All the news people going to get it. And only thing you're going to look at is the negative part of it. And only way we're going to know the truth is when the courts play out. Look how long that Young Thug trial lasted. The longest trial ever, broke records, history. Good thing it wasn't about no sex and no rape. It was just about black brothers selling drugs, but it still made them look bad. Made them look bad. But at the end of the day, my point is, we need to take a stand out here and don't fall for this foolery that these people are doing to our black brothers. It ain't got nothing to do with black, even if it was a white person. So don't get it twisted. I'm not taking sides because of a color. I'm taking sides because it's happening more to our bigger celebrities. Yo, go sit down. Excuse me, y'all. It's taking a toll on our bigger celebrities that is in power, which can help our other people that's not in power, our other up and coming that want something in life that might could put a person in position. They pulling them down by making up accusations that sound crazy. Now, some of it might be true. We don't know. But we, like I said, we got to wait until the trial come before they prove that they innocent. But while all of that's going on, you hear more and more of the allegations of a man raped another person. The allegation, and I'm just not saying names, but you just hear more and more about the person being scrutinized from what they are charged with or what they are being sued with. We hear more of that, and that goes on so long. By the time a trial even comes, it's hard to pick jurors. So my thing is, how? Curtis Knight, what up? See you, bro. My thing is, how all of our people that are powerful in these big seats and big, why do they always get these sex charges? Why do they always lose their life because they took their life or they drowned in a bathtub? And, when we gonna say something ain't right? And don't be looking around and think we supposed to laugh at our brothers and all that. Now, if they did something as far as rape somebody, then they gotta pay. Like, yo, you really have to pay. But if not, we can't sit around and be looking at let's say, let's go with Puff Daddy, one of the biggest ones right now, right? Ryder was good. One of the biggest one right now. Only thing we could really say that he's guilty of is hitting Cassie. And that's a no-no. You don't beat on no woman. No man beat on a woman. Period, man. You don't beat on no woman. Now, we now give him his charges for that, right? Give him his charges for that. Let him go stand, in front of a court, and it's just the same as having a driving drunk, because driving drunk could kill somebody as well and take somebody's life. So you go to jail, you go take classes. Same thing with beating on a woman. Go take anger management classes. Get yourself together. Apologize to that woman. And, they still deserve a second chance at not beating on a woman. It's like something of I don't know how I want to say it, man, because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But, if a man beating on a woman and they go and take classes and repent for what they did, or however you want to say it, and really mean it and get their life together, just like being a drunk, don't drink no more, go to take classes, get your life together. We can't hold that form against them forever, is what I'm trying to say. Now, rapists, they don't get no pass, go to jail, they out of here. But with these charges that they coming up with from years ago with no real proof, and then, the media make you look at the person sideways. We got to stop. We got to tell them, nah, enough is enough. We don't want to keep hearing that. And, that's how the CNNs make their money. They make money off us by other people doing this foolery, by accusing our black brothers of raping people when they are successful. But if you're a successful person and you don't really have no money, they're not gonna put you hold you accountable for no rape or nothing, because they know you don't got no money like that. But you might got a little name. But yeah, The media is a joke. That's a fact. Jabbar Lee. So my thing right now with this Jay-Z situation, that sounds crazy to me. The little girl was 13 years old in 2000, right? They said it was in 2000. So this is 2024. So if she was 13 in 2000, this 2024, 24 plus 13. Y'all do the math to that. So, and she want to be Jane Doe, right? And it's with a well-known lawyer that like to sue people. And he pushed up on Jay-Z with, yo, we ain't got to take this to court. We can settle out, and this will be swept up under the rug. They say that all the time. Swept up under the rug, pay out. That's what Puff did. Paid the gun and get it over with, which that was his downfall. He shouldn't have never paid no money, because after that, they still got freedom to do whatever they wanted to do. Because NBAs don't hold no weight when it's a criminal charge. They only hold weight if you tell them about, the person's business, what their next move is, business ventures, and things of that nature. But if it's about rape, you don't have no weight. So once he went and paid that money, that opened the floodgates for him, and that's why he's where he's at right now. So yeah. And the situation is crazy for them to name Jay-Z. If a girl was 13 years old, why would she be at a concert by herself? Then they said her father was looking for her. If he was looking for her, why would he let her leave in the first place? But I'm gonna play something real quick, and y'all tell me. I'm gonna let her speak, and then we'll go in off of that, because I think if a parent let their child do that, and you could come years later and bring up allegations on a person, a father and a mother should still be held accountable right now. They should be in jail too. For real. Because that's crazy. I could not see my 13-year-old daughter going nowhere at no big arena like that with thousands of people, man. Hold on, we're going to check this joint out real quick.
I'm not a lawyer, but one of the lawsuits that was previously filed against Diddy has been updated, and it now includes Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, aka Beyonce's husband. You know I read the lawsuit, so let me give you a recap of what is being alleged in this one. So the lawsuit was filed by an Alabama woman who says that when she was 13 years old, Sean Combs and Sean Carter drugged and raped her at an after party following the 2000 Video Music Awards. The plaintiff, who was going by Jane Doe in this lawsuit, alleges that sometime around September 7th in the year 2000, when she was just 13 years old, she got dropped off near the Radio Music Hall because she wanted to attend the VMAs. So she wasn't having much luck getting into the award show, so she started speaking with some of the limo drivers who were parked around the area. One of the drivers tells her that he actually works for Diddy, and according to the lawsuit, he tells her that Diddy likes young girls and that she fits what he was looking for. Ciao. So this driver and this 13-year-old child arranged for her to be picked up by the driver after the show and taken to an after party that Diddy was going to be attending. So everything goes as planned. The driver picks her up, and according to the lawsuit, when she arrives to this after party, she signs what she now believes to be an NDA. And according to her, there was widespread use of things to get you intoxicated. And after accepting a drink herself, the plaintiff, who again was 13 at the time, quote, began to feel woozy and lightheaded. The plaintiff goes on to say that she goes into a room, and soon after entering into this room, Sean Combs, aka Diddy, enters the room along with defendant Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, and a female celebrity who the lawsuit is noting as Celebrity B. Celebrity B? What's that supposed to mean? The lawsuit says that the plaintiff immediately recognized all three of these celebrities, and from this point, the suit says that Diddy threw the plaintiff toward a wall and then grabbed her again and threw her on the bed. He then according to this lawsuit, began removing her clothing. The suit goes on to allege that the plaintiff was then held down by Sean Carter as he engaged with her and while Combs and Celebrity B watched. The suit says that after Sean Carter finished, he stepped back toward the wall and then Diddy stepped up and began engaging with his 13-year-old child while Carter and Celebrity B watched. The suit goes on to allege that Diddy then knocked the plaintiff down and attempted to force her to engage with him in other ways. It says that she fought back, standing up quickly and punching out at the same time, hitting Diddy in the neck. As a result of her hitting him back, the lawsuit says that Diddy was a bit surprised, and that's when the plaintiff took the opportunity to grab her clothing and her shoes and run out of the room. The lawsuit says that this plaintiff then ran out and she eventually found her way to a gas station in which a female clerk noticed her and let her use the phone. The 13-year-old then calls her father, admitting that she lied to him about her whereabouts and she asked him to pick her up. The dad comes and picks her up, and from there, the suit says that the plaintiff fell into a deep depression, which continues to affect every facet of her life. She now suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder and a seizure disorder caused by stress and trauma. She has had difficulty maintaining normal relationships and lives largely withdrawn from society. And so that is why she is suing and why she has updated this lawsuit to include Jay-Z. The plaintiff's single cause of action is for violation of New York City Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Act, which is the act that a lot of these celebrity essay lawsuits have fallen under over the last year. So it's basically falling under that. A statement has already been released and posted on Roc Nation's Instagram account, which says that, quote, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from
Jay-Z
a lawyer
speaking
named
back
Tony
to his lawyer.
Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these type of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. Child, I want 2024 to end so bad.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so, basically he's saying he come from the projects, they protect kids and all that, but, that would sound good. So, he's standing his ground, though. And for somebody, if my daughter called me and told me a man did something to her, I'd probably be in jail. But all people not the same. So we can't say that that's what the father would do. But why the father didn't take action, call the police, and lock nobody up when she was 13 years old? Why would a lawsuit just be coming now in 2024? The father should be held accountable in a major way. This doesn't add up. She told him that she lied, but she told her what happened to her. Then she said she swung on Puff and it startled Puff, and she grabbed her clothes and ran out. Why I didn't say it startled Puff and Jay-Z and celebrity B that was in there. And if they was throwing her around and all that stuff, why they did not hold her, then did not let her leave? I'm confused with that story. But she was able to run out of there and get out of there, and they let her leave with no problem. That doesn't add up to me. No, a 13-year-old, you're not going to be mad as a father, but you are concerned where she be at. And if you are concerned where she's at, and she tells you, well, I'm at my friend so-and-so house, and you say, oh, okay, as long as you over there. But when she tell you she got raped, you're not concerned to go and get the police? That's crazy. It doesn't add up. Now you have these lawyers that do these big lawsuits against like big franchises and all those, and they get a bunch of people to sue the big, the big franchises, the big companies, and they probably would have those y'all know the big lawsuits. They get 100 to 200, 300, maybe 1,000 people to do these lawsuits. This is a tactic that lawyers use because they get a third of whatever the money is. Class action, facts, Danny Reed. Class action lawsuits. They get a big profit. So if they sue them for $20 million and they get their percentage, they get a couple million out of it. But all the people that sued, or they utilize them people to sue to make it look good and make it look big, you probably get out of it $200-300. They get everybody $200-300 and they make $2-3 million. They do those type of lawsuits every year to put big money in their pocket. And that's all this lawyer doing. Trying to pull a fast one, but you playing with somebody's integrity. Playing with somebody's family, like what the response back from Jay-Z. My kids got to go to school, and their friends going to see this stuff on the news, and now they're going to be looking at this man kids crazy. That's messed up. You call an ace and a spade, but that's something that you do not do, ever. Why would you do that? And then the girl is a Jane Doe. And she's clearly over 24 years old, because the story is 24 years old and she was 13 years old. So what's she hiding her identity for? I mean, it could be for several reasons, but okay. But still, at the end of the day, it doesn't make sense. It don't add up. She could run up out of there like that easy. The father don't take accountability. The father didn't even call the police and get these celebrities locked up back then. Locked up. You ain't gonna be thinking about a lawsuit. You either gonna be thinking about death or sending them to jail. And which one are you? So you did neither. So now how did this lawyer Bugsby find this female to actually put this specific lawsuit on Jay-Z and Diddy? How? And whoever celebrity B is, how could he find them? And I know they're going to be saying, Jaguar Wright, you was right. You was right. No disrespect to Jaguar Wright, but I don't think you should take claim for this one, man. This one ain't right. Kevin Durant, I don't like how they doing Jay-Z, bro. No way this dude did it. Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I don't wish bad on nobody. Not on my worst enemy. I don't wish this type of stuff that could send them to jail, have their kids looking crazy, take money from them that they earned. And you just a lawyer, file a complaint and let public opinion decide that crazy stuff. They are powerful people. They could touch you, and their hand, they could touch you in here. That's why they don't want to talk. Yeah, I get it. They don't want to come forward because people is powerful. I get it. That's a fact. But at the end of the day, if she came forward and something was to happen to her, who they gonna blame? They gonna blame the person that's being accused of the lawsuit. If somebody else touched her and did something to her, they gonna blame the person. They gonna dig deep into it. So them people that is being accused of it, they don't even want to even touch that situation. They don't want to touch that situation by trying to do her some harm, because it'll open up a whole other can of worms. But we got to look at it, man. This is tearing down our culture. Because now, if my son, daughter, little cousin want to be a star, I'm scared that when they get rich from just being a star from music stuff, somebody to get mad or a lawyer get mad, make up fake accusations, and send them to jail for something they didn't do. Rob and take the money that they earned for something that they didn't do. And once again, I always say this. Why they not making the law up against women or men that will lie and say somebody raped them? It should be a law the same way if you press that 911 button and it's a lie for what you are calling about, you will go to jail. A police could be standing in front of you and you could call up and say that the police is harassing you, and really they just there doing their job. If you say the police is harassing you and it's a lie, you call 911, you going to jail because it's a lie, because they not harassing you. They are in front of you for whatever the call was or whatever they pulled you over for. Rival. No one wants to hear or speak on it. It's true. This is also a distraction from something more and serious. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's a distraction from stuff, but it's all not a distraction. So let's not get caught up with Michael Best. What up? Let's not get caught up with always something is a distraction. It's not a distraction all the time. It's people trying to pull fast ones over on people in our culture. And that's going to tear down our culture. It's going to stop our young kids that is talented, that was born with talent to be who they are and get their life took. Because it's people in power up there that's killing the stars. Prince, Michael Jackson, they was naming big names and all that, and then these people die. And you don't even hear about it because the people of power the people that's in these record labels, that run these record labels, they play golf and they hang out with the people that run the police stations and the federal government. They all play golf together, so they get together and they say, yo, we can do it this way. Media, let the media talk. And we always go against each other as black people, man. So they know, tell us something, we're going to laugh at the next black person when he locked up. R. Kelly locked up, somebody saying something about R. Kelly. That's true, but we got to look at it like this. R. Kelly beat those first charges. Now, the last girl that he's locked up for with the 30 years, they got text messages of her mother coaching her what to say. And clear as day, she's saying, and her mother asking, well, where you staying at? Well, he got me a room over here, and he over his room. You ain't sexed him yet? No, Ma, I ain't sexed you yet. And they were saying that their parents is in it for money. Now, if R. Kelly did anything before her and he didn't get found guilty for it, then we can't put that on him. But this one, what they got him in there for 30 years, they got the text messages. They got him clear as day. And the other female family as well, the father started saying, well, I didn't know this happened. I didn't know that. And, but R. Kelly's still in jail. It's easy to get in there, but it's hard to get out. But if he didn't do it to the girl, but they got him for the reasons of why they have him in there for 30 years, then it's still not good. It's not good. It's not a good example for our culture, and it's dangerous. If they not gonna make a law, if they tell a woman, if you lying about rape, and we find out that you lying, we giving you 10 to 20 years. I guarantee you that will stop. But they're not gonna stop that, and they're not gonna make a law against it. You know why? Because it's their way of still controlling us as black men when we get powerful. See, we powerful, they can't tell us nothing. They'll let us ride, we'll rock and roll, we do whatever. As soon as we make them mad, that's their only way to tear us down and bring us back down. Because we have money, and they can't do nothing with money if laws apply to it. So they come up with some TV stuff, man, which is real reality. It's real schemes. Say a girl raped them. What's the worst thing on this planet? To rape a woman. To beat on a woman is one of the worst things. To rape a woman is all the way, not even no coming back from it. So now if you're a celebrity and they put your name out there, it only take one big platform to put the story out there. All the rest gonna eat up off of it for free. And now all day, it's called train the brain. You only gonna keep hearing what you only gonna keep hearing every day, the same story. And now you're gonna start putting judgment towards the person because this is what you keep hearing. And these are highly respected news platforms. What you gonna say? Well, if CNN talking about it or ABC talking about it, it got to be for real. See, we are always the culture that always get tricked instead of us getting together and huddle up. Instead of us getting together and huddling up from afar sometime and say, we don't want to hear that. Let us see the truth first. Because after the news tell it to us, we get on our phones and we start calling around. Oh, you heard what happened to R. Kelly? You heard what happened to Diddy? Or we text it. You heard what happened to R. Kelly? You heard what happened to Diddy? Now the whole world's going crazy. Instead of us just figuring out a way saying, you heard what happened to Diddy, but we ain't going for that this time. And somebody else get it, like, that's right. And they text somebody, you heard what happened to Diddy, or you heard what happened to R. Kelly, we ain't going for it. We need to know in the court. Let us see this play out with real evidence before we do that. We seen it play out with real evidence that Diddy hit Cassie. For real, for real. We did. So that's no dispute. So he needs counseling on that part. Anger management. That's a fact. He needs anger management, man. And hopefully he can get his mind right. Because you don't put your hand on a woman because somebody put their hands on my kids, my daughters. It's a problem. I will go to jail and I will die for that. So that's all I'm saying. But rape, I don't ever even want to see you again, brother. Go to jail. See you later. So we want to see the real, stuff. But this stuff with Jay-Z, it sounds like a lawyer that's trying to pull his little skimmy, his little quick move and extort him on the low. Like, that's not cool. Dame Dash went through the same thing with a lawyer, Chris Brown. A lawyer named Chris Brown tried Dame Dash with the same thing. And tried to, and one was a lady that was staying in Dame's house. They was working on a project, and the lady was staying in Dame's house. But see, they don't know Dame. He real slick and smooth with it. Cameras is always around in the right places. Like she was caught digging in a bag, stealing out of his house. The lady that tried that, and she didn't know she was being recorded. and tried to say Dame came in his kid room where she was sleeping at overnight, which was a lie. She got caught out there. And that's to show you how real it is with these celebrities. And that lawyer, Chris Brown, tried to, take it there. And didn't know that Dame had that ace in the hole on him. Because if he didn't have that ace in the hole, they probably would have had Dame looking all crazy because of that. It's just that simple. And it's tearing our culture down. It's tearing down our people, man. It's tearing our culture down. It's tearing down our people that is in position. But if it's correct about what they doing, then so be it. We put another one of our people in position, but we can't let them think that they got the power to do that every time they get mad, throw us on the media and bring up a rape case from 80 years ago that you don't have no proof of. You don't have no semen inside of the girl vagina. You don't have nothing. Just words that the woman said it. That's crazy to me, man. Yeah, if a woman is lying, she's out of line. A woman should go to jail for lying that messes up a man's livelihood, his family, scrutiny for everything that he stands for. She should go to jail. That's a fact, man. We too busy out wishing on our own people downfall. We think it's funny when it happened to somebody and they're in jail and everybody will be laughing. Oh, word, that's crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's not funny, man. It's not funny. That's really sad. And even if a person do got a sick mental to rape women, he's sad. It's a sad situation, man. That ain't cool. And I'm just speaking for the future of our culture, man. Somebody said race has nothing to do with this. They commit a lot of crime and they go down. Race does have a lot to do with it. It's because the majority of these things happen to black men with this rape stuff. You had Hugh Hefner. He let it be known that girls was 18 years old, which they are considered an adult to go and move and live where they want at that certain time, but they just probably couldn't drink alcohol. But living in the Playboy Mansion, celebrities go over to the Playboy Mansion, have fun. They go over there for the weekends and do whatever they wanted to do over there. He never went to jail. He lived to be, what, 80-something before he died? I don't know his exact age, but yeah. That's a fact. Somebody, Mark Wall, said you better believe race has something to do with it. That's a fact. All day long, race got something to do with it, because those are one of the ways to tear us down, to send us to jail, back to legal slavery, and to keep us at a standstill. We out here breaking records. We break records in sports and all that. Just so now when you get a certain level, they bring you down. You was on drugs, or you done shot somebody, or you done raped somebody, and tear that whole legacy up. Even with Mike Tyson, everybody still, a lot of people's like, man, I ain't mad at Mike made that 20 million and boogied on him. I ain't mad at him about it neither, but I am mad about him about it because people spent a lot of money because they really thought he was going to knock somebody out. So they paid money for, like, as if it was a real fight. They ain't think it was going to be like that. So they spent money. Now, Mike could have just went up and said, yo, can y'all donate to the Mike Tyson Fund? And maybe got 20 million, but people wanted to see a real fight. And it was far away from home. People flew in over there to see the fight, everything. And then not only that, after he lose from everything he built, it was lost to nothing against white people, but it was lost to a white guy. That simple and easy. White guy would have beat him, cool. Nothing against white people. I'm just saying. Now that legacy gone. He's still gonna be as the great, remembered all the great stuff he did and all that. And he was another person accused of rape and went to jail, which was crazy. But I'm just saying, why we gotta get torn down and all our legacies and plaques can't stay up in them walls somewhere where people walk by and see them? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So that Jay-Z stuff, that's fake. I don't believe it. Not one bit. Period. That it don't even sound right. And you know, I feel for his kids. They gotta go to school and live that. They see them, their friends seeing their father over the news about raping a woman, or not a woman, excuse me, a 13-year-old girl. That's backwards. That's bonkers. That's crazy. That's crazy for a lawyer that says he was a Marine that honored our country, will come back to this country and tear down one of our own people. It don't matter what color they is. Why you not over where you was fighting at overseas, find a rich person over there and take the smarts that you learned in law school and go overseas somewhere and do that to one of them rich, famous people over there, in which you shouldn't be doing it to nobody. I'm just saying. You going against people that's here in your own country. That's crazy. Let me see. I'm speaking on Diddy. We definitely speaking on Diddy, but we don't know. He's still going to court. A lot of people bringing up stuff, but a lot of the stuff sound crazy. People bringing up stuff out of the blue, from here, from there. Like, why take one person to make 20 and 30 other people come out for stuff that happened to them years ago? Now I get the parts they saying Diddy was dangerous, so they feel he locked up now, so they feel more comfortable with coming out with their stories. Real dog, what's up? Houston, Texas, what's up, Texas? But you know, it's getting dangerous out here, man, for our up and coming youth. Y'all might think you might think that you don't want your young kid to be a celebrity at this point. You want to train them to do something else, but you know you try to follow your kid's lead and let them do things. You know what I'm saying? The bullets, Gotti, show salute. You try to let them do them. But at this pace, you might want to stir your kids away from being a celebrity, man. 740 piece, upstate. You might want to stir your kids away from being a celebrity, because it's crazy. As soon as they get rich, they got a way to bring you right back down. They said Diddy was suing the liquor company, and they said he was creating something in politics real big, and they wasn't playing with that. So they could dig your past up and say that somebody got raped, and then other people start coming out of the woodworks. So I don't know about, a lot of that stuff. I've seen Puff in action. I gotta keep it 1,000. I see him curse his staff out like they little kids. I've seen him do that. But still, that don't blind me to make me think that he did all the stuff that these people coming out of from left and right, left, all over the place. I'm just not gonna get fooled that easy. You just have to. I need to see the proof in the pudding, man. And this is another thing. L. Blair said, why go after Jay? That's a fact. You know why they going after Jay now? It's because everybody in the media keeps saying Jay-Z next. Yeah, they gonna get Jay. Jay-Z next. Now, everybody know it's a lot of people that's speaking about Jay with how his friends and people that he did business with. Rival again, son. What was a 13-year-old girl doing at a celebrity-filled party? Facts. That's what I just said, homie. Why is she at a party? Well, she said that she lied to her father where she was at, whatever, however it may go. But she told her pops what happened, come get her. He ain't pressed charges after she told him what happened. That means she ain't tell him what happened, if that's the case. And if so, then he just have to be a straight idiot. Or they need to bring charges up on him now, right now, for letting a 13-year-old do what she did. Statutory limits is too late to lock him up for something. But yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I forgot what the point I was just making a second ago, man. Damn. Damn, what point I was just making, man. But yeah, it's it's rough. It's rough out here, man, for our culture. Jeff. Just gotta be careful now when you are a celebrity. We gotta tighten up as a culture and stop letting the media, because we see it on TV. It's funny. Oh wow. Oh, can't believe it. Whoever the big rapper they putting on display now, or big R&B singer they putting on display. We as soon as we see it on the news when we wake up, oh that's crazy, yo. Oh word, wow, yo he's stupid, yo he dumb. No, let's see what the accusations. I mean, let's see what the circumstances, or should I say the real the end game of it is before we make judgment. And that'll shut down a lot of this stuff too. Because these girls get to come outside and say they did something, somebody did something to them years ago, and they don't get nothing. They don't get held accountable for it when they can't prove it. When it's actually shown that they lying. Do they dig deep and say, okay, what day this was when you got raped? Oh, what date? You remember the date? Okay, so the event was, let me go and Google it. The event was Saturday, so-and-so, Saturday the 14th, June 14th in 2001. And it was downtown, right? So when you left from there, okay, so you left from there, like backtrack the same way y'all backtrack to put murders together. Backtrack their words and figure it all out, and then y'all make sure that they telling the correct story. And I'm saying this to the police officers, the private investigators, the investigators, or whoever. The lawyers don't care because they just want to put the lawsuit out so they can win the money, or they get fame. Their name is all over everything, so they get fame, and they're going to make money off of that just alone. So it's all a whole play. It's a whole skimmy. It's a whole extortion move. It's a whole everything. Whether they win or lose, these lawyers are slick. They are picking and choosing who to prosecute instead of choosing the ones they can't be. That's a fact. And they doing all this crazy stuff, man. Like, man, that ain't cool. Man, kids go to school, everything he worked for get torn down, put at a standstill, plaques that's on the wall somewhere, they taking them down from a girl just coming up with an accusation because either she mad that the The man taking too long to make him a celebrity because they probably told him, yeah, I'm going to put you on, I'm going to get you, I'm going to get you. You know, the energy might have shifted. I don't even want to even do business with you really no more. Probably didn't sex him. And or might have had sex and she was convinced to do it. She wanted to have sex, thinking that if I give him some, it's going to make things work faster for me. And it's like giving sex. It's like a prostitute that really prostitute and give you the sex and she didn't get the money first. That's not how it works. You get the money first, then you get the sex. So now y'all women giving this sex up, thinking that the men gonna give you the dreams that you want, and then you don't get it, then you want to get mad, and then you want to lie. You don't have the right to lie because you gave up the sex willingly, because you feel he tricked you to give it to you. But really, you was giving it to him to trick him to get the sex, to get on in the game. So either way, it was made the best man or the best woman win. You gave up the sex, so the man won the trick that both of y'all was trying to play. So only way you gonna get back at him is being mad and say, I'm gonna press charges on him. He think he slick and got my sex. That's why a lot of y'all women think that sex overrides y'all vagina overrides more than the penis. And that ain't necessarily true. But vagina is powerful out here. That's a fact. We all know that. But that don't mean that you have the right to get mad because you let the man trick you, because you was trying to trick him by giving him vagina. He telling you he gonna get you on. So you give him the vagina, but it was consensual. So y'all both consent to giving vagina and penis. I'm trying to make it sound as clear as possible. So now either he might put you on, or then he might not. If he don't put you on, you get mad. You create a story. Now you got the ones that come out 10, 15 years later. We can't say that they mad. We got to say they chasing the bag, and they don't care if they name out there for looking like they thirsty for a money grab. Some of them just don't care. That's crazy. But it's tearing our culture down. Women need to go to jail for lying that a person raped them because they sacrificed things. They cause a great deal of trauma in that man's family, with the kids that even got to go to school from just your words, your tongue, your tongue. The words that come off your tongue is so powerful out here, man. And when you say a man raped you, you cause his kids, his mama, if his grandmama alive, when they go out to the grocery store, people looking at them funny and crazy. Can make people even mad at them and want to just jump on them and do something to them out there from that. But y'all sitting somewhere waiting, just sitting in the back in the cut, scared, and make sure, hope nobody ain't trying to send nobody at you to do something to you, and just waiting to get that money and waiting for a payday. This is crazy, bro. Yeah, Rival said, bro, remember that comment I left? Politicians are out here really raping women. That's a fact. That's a fact. And you know they keep playing the same thing that Trump kept saying, yo, I just grabbed for her crotch. I grabbed for the crotch. And the other guys was in there laughing. Those was one of the things that was said. And that's the president. And I guess it was before he was the president, but you know how many politicians out here doing what they want to do and getting away with it? That's how they know how to come up with these laws, because they know how to do it, get away with it. And they knew we doing certain things that it's another form of population control. It's called celebrity control. They ain't gonna make a law up to lock girls up. Everybody need to share this, man. Share this. Hit that like button. But everybody need to share this, man. They need to lock women up that lie about a man raping them 10, 20 years. That need to go to the highest powers to be. Rival said, how come you never hear about lesbians with sexual assault? I'm trying to think if I ever heard of one of those. A sexual assault. You're right. I don't know. That's a good question. I got to look that up. I got to look that up. I don't know, man. It's rough out here, people. But that Jay-Z stuff, I don't believe it. And you know, and Jaguar, I hope I ain't heard that she claimed that one yet. I hope not. Cause that don't sound right at all. Please stop talking about Beyonce on here, man. She did no such thing, man. One thing we ain't gonna do on Street Knowledge, we ain't bringing no fake noise and fake news, fake nothing. We gonna keep it real up here all times, period. I don't do all the conspiracy talk, and if y'all got anything negative to say, please just, you don't have to come up here, man. We ain't got time for none of that. We want to have grown men, grown women, adult conversation, things that could change for the better out here, for the better of our kids, for the better for our kids, man. That's a fact. Yeah, they probably young, little young kids. I get it. I don't even entertain it really, but I had to put that out there. Cause it's sad, bro. We gotta tighten up in real life. They said Foxy was 15, Jay was 28. Enough said. Well, we waiting for Foxy to speak out about that. Foxy still ain't said Jay penetrated her. I don't know nothing about that. Women nowadays like you financially, not genuinely. That's a fact. Yeah, you need to do one, bro, because you make some good topics, rival. But yeah, the women like that money, man. But I ain't mad at women that like a man that got some money because they know they got a person that got some brains that could take care of him and her and their family if they was to ever have one. Nothing wrong with that. Foxy said Jay was a stand-up guy. And then that's what you got to roll with. Got to roll with that. She said stand-up guy. Stop trying to make stuff negative about him and Foxy. A lot of people speaking negative things about Jay. And a lot of people are speaking what they are saying, truthful things. We don't know. And as y'all know, I'm speaking with DeHaven about a few things, so I'm just going off of what DeHaven say, and I put my opinion to it. But like I said, Jay-Z ain't speak out about nothing with DeHaven, so I can't give my opinion back towards that. So I'm just speaks about that. But I never want to see a man go to jail or be lied on about no rape, none of the above. I'm just going to speak facts up here. So let me clear that up. But that's a fact. No doubt, rival, I see you. So yeah, we better get focused because a lot of stuff is about to happen. 2025 getting ready to be ugly. You had your boy, um, um, what's my boy, the comedian, man, uh, Cat. Cat said 2024 gonna be crazy. Cat called it on Shannon Sharp. And it got crazy. Everybody going to jail. That's crazy. It's crazy, man. Everybody went to jail for rape, all kind of stuff, man. Boy, Cat Williams tore the whole internet up and look at everything unfold. So, yeah, man. Rape, never. Lawyers, we're going to say y'all raping celebrities with these fake charges y'all putting on them. Fake lawsuits y'all doing. That's called raping. That's raping. Y'all trying to rape the celebrities for your money, for your personal gain, man. And that's crazy. And tarnish their whole legacy with what they work for coming from the gutter, man. That's corny. Lawyers should be held accountable if they don't do their homework with the client that they are putting together these allegations for. Tell them, make sure that you're telling me the correct thing, because I can get in trouble too with these fake allegations. Even though I know that's deeper, because you're only going by what your client telling you, but still, the way these allegations is put together, it sound like, man, it sound like the lawyer mad at the person too, man. It's just something ain't right about that. 13 years, 13 years old, 2000. It's 2024 now. That's 24 years. That's 34, so she should be about 37. The father did nothing. Didn't call the police. Where they do that at, man? Where they do that, man? Nobody did nothing. I can get a bunch of people to say if they had a 13-year-old and they found out what a celebrity did to their kids, it ain't no sleep. Exactly. A father would have been clipped Jay. Swaggy said that. That's a fact. Tell me who wouldn't. A 13-year-old. Y'all throwing her around on the bed. All that sound crazy. Throwing a 13-year-old around on the bed. These big grown men. Come on, man. Even if they like one, I'm like, damn, they got to be rough. That means something wrong with them mentally. That they want to throw a 13-year-old around and hold her down and do all that extra crazy stuff. When you and there's a bunch of grown women out here and y'all celebrities that will give it to y'all just because of who y'all are. That means the little girl don't turn you on. It's about your mind. And you being able to be in power and control of that person, which will be a young person. It still just doesn't make it, which it's people that's out there that's like that. I can't say that this is not exactly true. I'm just saying the extensive long time, nobody called the police. She called the father. She punched Puff in the neck. ran out, gathered her clothes after punching Puff, which everybody heard how Puff get mad at the drop of a dime. So a girl punched him and he didn't get mad. He was startled and looked at her, get her clothes, gather them up. Jay still was right there. Celebrity B was still right there. Grabbed her clothes, ran out, and then next thing you know, she ran to a store. It ain't say I went down some steps or I went through a door, got outside the door, I unlocked the latches. It just skipped over, got her clothes, ran out, and went to a store. Like she knew exactly. She didn't say I was looking for a store. I didn't know where I was at exactly. It didn't give no details. Swaggy said that ish would have been dealt with in the house as well. Exactly. She said how she going through post-traumatic PTSD, all the symptoms. She ain't say when I got home, my dad whooped my butt for being out late, or well, he probably would whoop her butt because she went through that stress. But my dad fussed me out or something. I don't know. She ain't saying nothing. It's just telling a quick story. It's telling a quick story. It's not, and it's saying the PowerPoints of the story is little harsh stuff. I punched him in the neck, gathered my clothes. He looked startled. So while she gathered her clothes, I guess she looking back at the same time. That Puff looking startled. And what she ain't say what Jay-Z was standing there doing while she gathered her clothes, but she was saying he held her down too. But none of it sounds correct, man. Somebody said extraterrestrials are here. That's what the distraction is about. Man, extraterrestrials been here. They don't care nothing about no celebrity stuff, man. They said, and she honored the NDA afterwards. Well, explain something to you about NDA. NDA, if she did, and a lot of people don't understand, NDA is really for business things. And maybe a few other things, but you can't, if it turns into a criminal act. If she was raped, NDA does not hold no weight, period. So most people don't know that. So they think, damn, NDA, I can't even go to the police. Damn, I can't get in trouble. What they gonna do, sue you? She ain't got no money. They ain't giving NDAs to no anybody. You gotta be somebody to really get an NDA that could really be effective, that can really mess up what they trying to do. So it don't make sense. Somebody said she would have been told. And that's what I know, 24 years. But see, this is the thing. Everybody, since Diddy went down, everybody been saying Jay-Z next, Jay-Z next. So they speaking into existence, and it pumped up enough energy to make somebody go ahead and put the battery in their back and say, man, I'm gonna go ahead and go after Jay, man. I'm going, man. Forget it. Let me go ahead and do it. And that's all that is. Big facts. Ro William, what up? Convo with this blunt hit different. That's a fact, because it's gonna make you think. Because what we talking about is real serious talk. And that's another thing. She took a drink. She knows she don't drink. So she 13 drinking. Damn, your father know you was drinking too? Or if you took a drink in there, that means you've been drinking before that. And not only that, if it was a drink that drugged you, you remember everything that was going on after you drink? Tyson Garcia said that. That's a fact. And that's another thing. NDA don't apply to minors. That's a fact. She 13. I like Jay's response too. Cause like, come on with it. Like, yeah, if you got something, come on with it. Like, you think you like. First of all, who that lawyer think he playing with? Like, you disrespectful to think you playing with somebody intelligence like that. We take care of this on the low. It won't come out. Da da da. Now when it comes out, he think that's supposed to scare somebody because it came out. I'm going all the way to trial too, and that means the girl got to get on the stand. She's a grown woman now, so her face gonna be shown. So if she don't want to hide, if she hiding her face now, that means if he go to trial, she gonna turn it down. I ain't going to trial. I don't want my face shown. That's another thing. Second thing, you gotta really prove all of that stuff that you saying. You have no proof of that ever happening. That's my point about this stuff with these celebrities. Why do they ever pay? When rapes happen, they get a rape kit. They got to put the thing in to see if the man's semen is inside of the woman and all that type stuff and pinpoint stuff. Years is gone. That's why they created First 48. When you do murders, First 48 is they got to prove or gather up as much evidence as they can to actually probably 100% get their case right, because it takes 48 hours to do it. Because other than that, a lot of evidence could get lost and it mess the case up. So how they come back all these years and didn't do all that? Like, get out of here. Bill Cosby. Somebody said, "Ooh, Jazzy Joy, what up, Jazz? Sound like Bill Cosby test run." They let Bill go. All these plaques took out of colleges, all kind of stuff, man. Yeah, the math don't add up. John Latingua. The math don't add up, man. This is crazy. It's crazy, man. And I'm speaking out because it's dangerous for our up and coming little celebrities, little superstars of today. We gotta look at them like that. They might be little lawyers one day, but being celebrities, they be able to get torn down because we ain't checked this situation now. We gotta check it. Our politicians need to hear that women need to get locked up for lying. A man too, everybody. Anybody lied that somebody raped them, they need to face extensive time. Because tearing down somebody's legacy, making their kids go to school and gotta deal with scrutiny from their peers in school because they see their parents all over the news. Their mamas might be at the store, grocery store, grandmothers at the grocery stores. People might want to hurt them people. That's dangerous. Jay said, why do rich famous be attracted to these kids? Man, they got all the money in the world. They want. I mean, I don't. You must have came in late, Jay. We ain't saying that they are attracted to kids. This is somebody named Jay that just said that, and we're not saying that they're attracted to kids. I'm saying that the media and people that put it in place and these lawyers that make these fake lawsuits make it look like they're attracted to kids. They don't have proof of it. And we need to see the proof before we keep believing the media and we tear people down before the truth is actually out. It's just like a police locking somebody up for their own reasons and make up a story on them. And now that person go and do time. They put drugs on the person. Who are we to, if the body cam don't catch it, the judge gonna believe them. And now a person in jail for drugs, and they never had drugs, but the police wanted to make a quota and put a person in jail. It's the same thing with a woman yelling rape and a lawyer getting behind it. and believe in the story. But a lawyer got to listen to the story and say, yeah, I'll take the case or not. Because if he believe it, he going to take it. If he don't believe it, he ain't going to take it. So if he get behind it, he got to know what he's standing on. But you can't put nobody in jail for fake stuff is what we talking about. Should be a minimum 10 years. Tyson Garcia, yeah, it should be a minimum 10 years. Fact. For someone about rape. That's a fact. Public opinion is a death sentence if you're innocent. That's a fact. Public opinion will tear you down and make you can't even bounce back. That's worse than everything that girl named that she said she got PTSD, can't sleep, having seizures, all kind of stuff. It'll make you have all that. You lose all that because a person lie on you. You have all kind of seizures and throwing up and PTSD for somebody lying on you, and the world don't even look at you the same no more, and you was a big celebrity and try to tear you down. That's crazy and it's messed up. Social media crushing dudes, L Blizz. Social media crushing dudes out here. That's a fact. And that's why I'm up here to explain to my audience. Hopefully everybody that's on here share this, share it, because social media, should not be believing social media. CNNs, ABC, NBCs, all these joints, when we hear it, don't believe it until we see it in court and they say guilty. And still we need to see it in court, because sometimes a person get found guilty for something still that they do. But we shouldn't be out here judging, laughing, and all that. We shouldn't be out here judging nobody because the media say judge. And these lawyers saying and making up these fake lawsuits just so they could get some money from it. That's a fact. Can't listen to hearsay. Can't. Because it's all hearsay, man. And somebody said programming, Swaggy Athletics, programming at its best. It is. When you hear stuff on media all day, you hear stuff on radio all day, it's programming us. I don't fall for that. I don't even really listen to radio when I'm riding and driving and all that, man. I don't want to hear all that. But me being on, on the podcast, in the podcast where I got to listen to certain things and dissect it for what I get out of it. But I'm not judging nobody, though. Right. Why do so many people pay attention to the bad? That's Scott. Not everything is bad or got to be bad. That's a fact. And that's one thing about this YouTube stuff. Only time a lot of people really do hit the likes or click on to watch your stuff is when they see something sound like it's talking about something bad. But you can say something about something. Somebody graduated from college yesterday, like the little baby from Atlanta graduated from college. We ain't see a lot of people talking about that at all. But you put that up there, you won't get a lot of views on it because they want to see the gossip. It's always the gossip that people want to see. The negative gossip, rather. It's crazy. Like, that's wild. Lil Baby did a big accomplishment. He a big rapper, but he went to school and got his degree. And nobody talking about that. No bloggers. Everybody, all the TMZs, everything. And I ain't seeing no TMZ. If they did, I'm glad. But no big bloggers. Why not? That's something to be talked about, accomplished. Just because you a rapper and you big, that don't mean that you don't go to school. Just in case rap fail you. And nobody's talking about that. But soon as we talk about it, no views. But if we say Lil Baby, soon as Lil Baby get into a fight with with the baby. God forbid that happen. Hopefully they cool. I'm just making an example. Little baby shoot out with so and so. That'll be on every blog around. But he go and get a degree. Nobody's talking about it. That's crazy. And that's why the fake lawyers can put all this fake stuff out about our celebrities and come up with these good stories about some rape stuff, which is one of the most harsh things on the planet to do, man or woman, but definitely a woman. Or it's still equal. Don't get it twisted. But women are precious. Women should never be ever beat up and handled in no manner, such manner, no kind of way. But those are what make people pay attention to the shock value of that's what the celebrity did. They can't say the celebrity robbed somebody. That won't be breaking news. All right, he robbed somebody. All right, cool. They'll talk about it for a little while. But rape allegations and all that, that don't look good, ever. So that's what they got. That's their weapon of choice to tear down our powerful black brothers. Then they could go ahead and utilize the media to be their gun that they shoot out and blast it out. But we got to pay attention. Don't smile, laugh, because it ain't no game and it ain't funny. Nah. We got to take a stand, man, and say we ain't falling for this. We ain't going to keep falling for this. Y'all did it to too many black men. Now, some of them that might have done it, they get what they deserve, as they should. But if not, then we shouldn't be falling for it. Show it to us in court. Stop showing it to us and trying to tear them down and talk crazy, man. And y'all making money off us watching y'all view. More we viewing, the more money they making off us. They ain't donating to us. They ain't donating to our charity. They don't come to our neighborhoods and send nothing for community centers. None of these CNNs, ABCs, NBCs, none of them. They ain't getting no community centers for our kids that's out here gangbanging and shooting and killing. But as soon as we click on the stream, they getting paid. And they utilizing our own people to do it against us. And we ain't paying attention. So they got to come with something better. And that lawyer, I don't like lawyers like that. And the first time I ever learned it was through my bro Dame Dash with that Chris Brown dude trying and think it's funny. And he's laughing across the table like it's a joke and all that just so he can make some money. You went to school to learn how to bring down another black brother by utilizing lawsuits that's made up. That's crazy. Now, if Dame did something that was wrong in the lawsuit and y'all prove it, then that's on that. But I still stand behind my brother. I'll get with him some, stand to the side. Yo, bro, we shouldn't do this. We should do that, which he'll do with me, which his friends will do with him. He'll do with his other friends. I'm just saying. If it's meaning legitimate, like a lawsuit for movies or music and stuff like that. But the Chris Brown dude, he first showed me like I don't trust y'all lawyers, and now that's the only thing what's happening with what I'm seeing with Jay-Z. That's not good. That's felonies. That's bogey, man. For real. Why Puff and Jay-Z should have helped the communities more? They say, yeah, that's why Puff and Jay-Z should have helped the communities more. Jazzy Joy just said that. It's like getting but yeah, that's a fact. I'm trying to say and think what have Jay-Z and Puff like literally just all the way did for the communities. I mean, Jay-Z got a few people out of jail, helped Meek Mills, helped Lil Wayne with taxes. I don't know. Detroit, what up? Quixie Crocs. They say Puff and Jay don't owe the community nothing, to be honest. Stop disputing on the celebrities to do your job. Tyson Garcia. Well, I could tell you one thing about that. And you're right, El Blizz, we don't know what people do with their money. You know, they might donate secretly to certain things. But to be honest, when you come from the hood, only thing you want to do is good, right? And that's to say, people were saying Jay-Z didn't go to Marcy and he ain't did nothing in Marcy. Ain't no community centers out there and stuff like that. You know what you do for celebrities, you're doing it for people that already got money. I don't know what he might have done. I don't. But, you know, a guy like me, I go out Sundays, majority of my Sundays. I go and feed the homeless and all that stuff. I've been doing it for a while now, about years have changed. So sometimes it is good when you got money to give back, especially if you come from the hood. So you don't owe the hood nothing, but you do, because the hood, when you make them mixtapes, when Jay-Z and them was making them mixtapes, who you think made Jay-Z noticeable? The hood. They was listening to the mixtapes and like, oh, that joint hot. They start talking about it. Now, everybody in the hood talking about it. Now they talking to their mothers and their aunts that go to work, and they saying, oh, it's this new guy. They listening to it. And it might be music that's compatible to them. And they liking it. Now they talking about it, and then start reaching outside of the hood. Once it start reaching outside of the hood, that makes Jay-Z go to the next level. That makes Puff go to the next level. That makes Nas go to the next level. All the big, that's how it starts. So the more you feel you don't owe your community nothing, you really do. Because that's how it starts. Because now, after you forget about the hood, like Jazzy Joy said, it means you got big-headed and you forgot where you come from. Because you only started in the hood because you ain't have the power to go, excuse me, you ain't have the power to do things on the level of a major star at that time. So you got to start in the hood. So you do owe the hood something. I'm always feel I owe the hood something. Regardless of what I got. Because that's where I come from. A lot of my money I've been made was started in the hood. And I ain't no millionaire, billionaire, none of that. I'm just saying. I ran through millions. But I'm just saying, through the hood. So we always got to get back to the hood. Yeah, you do owe the hood something. You do owe the hood something. You just don't got to expect it. Nobody don't need to expect what, hold up, you see? Right, but people probably not expecting nothing from the hood. People is looking at them as a show me your character. We're not looking for anything from you, because I'm going to still get mine every day, all day, but I just want to see your character. And now I could continue to support you. So what Jazzy Joy was saying, you give to the hood. So see, this is what you ain't understanding, Tyson. Now they are in a bad situation. So now they want the hood to listen to their statements that they putting out. And they want the hood to support them now. But now the hood is going to be like, man, they wasn't coming around here doing nothing. What we want to talk to them, I don't care what they putting out. Who cares? They ain't did nothing for us. They up there in the celebrity world. They ain't think about us when we out here. That's what that's about. But if they was doing certain things and sending Zaxby's or food and McDonald's over here, this community center over here, this was bought to you by Diddy, Jay-Z, Nas, the whoever, they would be like, man, they've been sending stuff here all the time, and man, we holding them down. Pablo Escobar, when he was on the run from the feds and all that in his country, he was hiding out in his neighborhood. He was the worst crook ever, killing everybody, getting all the money. but his country hid him out. That's why they couldn't find him, because he held the hood down. He held it down. They couldn't find him. And he was one of the worst criminals out. Yep, before he got locked up, Puff was walking around Harlem in the hood. And you will never see Puff walk around no hood before that happened to him, before he's about to turn himself in. I'm sorry, that wasn't going to happen. But yeah, make sure y'all subscribe. My new people, please subscribe, share this, because this is powerful, man. Our culture is under siege, man. For real, for real. They try to lock up everybody and make up these fake fake charges up on people, man. For real. And people coming out of the woodworks and nothing. Now, if it's real, they deserve to go to jail and do their time. But for the fake stuff, we don't need to get caught up with it, listening to TV and radio and all that every day, all day, and judge and make opinions. That's what we don't need to do. Stick behind our people. Even if they ain't go to the hood and do nothing, man, we still need to stick behind them right now so we can make examples for later on why we need to go to the hood and start putting some money out and building community centers and all that stuff. So that's what we need to do. All right, make sure y'all share this, hit that like button. All my new people, subscribe. And I appreciate everybody that always holding me down. And my Respect the Throttle, Harlem, New York, one of my biggest sponsors, man. So yes, let's get to it. Peace.